Welcome to Across the Gulf Coast, highlighting organizations, events, and people from around our local community.
Hello, I'm Cam Johnson, Public Affairs Manager for Cox Communications, and I'd like to welcome you to the September episode of Across the Gulf Coast. We've got a great show in store for you this month. We're going to talk about a whole lot of seafood taking place all along the Gulf Coast, and we're also going to be joined by the Mental Health Association of Okaloosa and Walton counties. But to kick it all off, we're going to start off in Pensacola and talking about some great shows that are coming to the Pensacola Saenger Theater. And joining me to talk about those shows is Brett Barrow. He is the Executive Director of the Pensacola Symphony Orchestra. Brett, thank you so much for being here today.
It's a pleasure to be back with you, Ken.
Yeah, we've had you on the last couple of years, and it's always interesting to hear what shows you guys have for your season. And we'll get to that in just a second. But first, give me a little overview of the Symphony Orchestra, the PSO, and what your mission is here in Pensacola.
Sure. Our mission really is to share music. With Pensacola, we serve through all sorts of musical experiences, both teaching, performance opportunities. We really have a passion for the benefits that music can bring to the community. The orchestra is in its 91st year this year. We just entered our 90th season, starting our 91st. So we look pretty good for our age. We're doing well, and we hope to continue on for another 90 years or plus. So. This is actually our 20th season for our music director, Peter Rubart. We're excited about that. He's been such a great transformative figure in the life of the orchestra. He's really brought it from what was a really solid community orchestra into more of a professional organization. We've seen tremendous growth over the last 20 years, even the last 10 years, which I've been a part of, has really been an amazing time for the Symphony Orchestra in Pensacola.
And how important is that to have somebody there for 20 years, not just, like you said, to grow the orchestra, but also for the musicians who are in the orchestra itself to have that stability, to have the same person there for that long?
Right. It presents some unique challenges too, because we also develop good personal relationships with the conductor, and we want to make sure that we're staying diligent to our craft as well. And Peter's been really good about balancing those two things. Has a great rapport with the musicians, but also has maintained sort of a level of artistic excellence through personnel moves and some things that are very easy to become complacent on. So we challenge ourselves all the time to continue to raise that bar, and are very proud of how far it's gone. I think one of the things too that Peter's helped to do is to develop some great relationships with our patrons. One of the things we always hear about in our concerts coming away is, we love it when Peter talks from stage and shares more about the pieces. He gives insights on either, how he prepares or what the composer was thinking. It really contextualizes what's going on, and it really makes for a fantastic experience. So even if you know nothing about the music, you're going to walk away feeling like you've learned something. You're going to walk away having an enjoyable evening and experiencing some great art.
So 20th year for Peter, 91st for the Symphony overall.
Right. Yeah.
And you're kicking off next month in October.
That's right.
Tell me a little bit about what's in store for this season.
Well, opening night is one of those concerts we've sort of branded as our razzle-dazzle opener. We always try to have some barn-burning pieces on that first concert. This year is no exception. We have a fantastic guest soloist, Bella Hristova, who's going to come in and just blow us away on the Sibelius Violin Concerto. We've got just some great things in store. That concert is going to be the launch of Peter's 20th season, so we want it to be something special for the community and just a real celebration, a way to start the season right and really set the bar high.
And how about a preview for the rest of the year? Because you guys run to the springtime, right?
Yeah, we run, the concert season runs basically through April, the end of April. We even have a families concert that goes into May, which Cox is our generous sponsor for, so we appreciate that from Cox. But yeah, so we have about 8 concerts that we do during the season, 2 pops and 6 classical concerts, of which opening night is one of the classical. It's one of our Masterwork series. So you can buy a package of concerts, for the season. Right now, if you're a new subscriber, you can get a 50% offer. So if you go to our website, PensacolaSymphony.com, or give us a call on the phone, 435-2533, we can help you out with all that. But we have some great highlights this season. The second concert is in November. It's going to be during our busiest week of the season, really. We have that week alone, we perform We have an event we do, we call it On Stage. It's part of the Foo Fest this year, and it's going to have, basically a recital of a chamber music, so a quintet of musicians on stage at the Sanger, where the conductor usually stands, but performing from that position, the audience seated where the orchestra sits. So it's only about 120 people can see this event, but it's going to be an incredible experience. We've done it 3 times now, and it's just always really popular. That same day, we'll have concerts for 5th grade students from Santa Rosa and Escambia counties. And so we do that for Thursday and Friday that week, so the 3rd and the 4th. And then the 5th, we have our open dress rehearsal at 1:30, concert that night at 7:30. The next day we'll be at the Gulf Coast Arts Festival playing at 1:30, free concert for the community as part of the Great Gulf Coast Arts Fest. So that's our busiest week of the season.
Busy week is an understatement.
Yeah, right out of the gate. So it's going to be a fun week.
We got about a minute left, but any new shows that you guys are really excited about this year? Anything that you're kind of bringing in that hadn't been part of the season before?
Well, one of the things I'd probably point out is we have an amazing soloist for the New Year's Eve concert this year. Not that we don't normally have a great artist, but this, to me, is especially a poignant artist this year. It's a trombone soloist. I'm a trombone player, and he's one of the best artists on the trombone alive right now. His name's Wycliffe Gordon, and he played with the Wynton Marsalis Septet and really made a name for himself. But he's incredible. A New Orleans themed show would be a fun way to celebrate New Year's Eve. So we've got that. We've got a John Williams concert coming in February. We're doing Mahler's Third Symphony, which is about 100 musicians featuring the children's chorus, the UWF women's chorus. It's just going to be a huge season for us. So we've got a lot going on.
A lot going on. You can go online and take a look at what you have, all the different concerts and buy your tickets there. So
that's right.
We appreciate you coming on the show and giving us a preview of this season.
Thanks for the opportunity. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Stay with us. When we come back, we'll be joined by the Fiesta of Five Flags to talk about the Pensacola Seafood Festival.